Hey everyone, Amanda Maisie here, Country Roads Trust. This guy, Seth Wilson, WVU Hoops. Seth, thanks for joining me.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so like a question that's on everybody's mind right now. Sometimes you're a headband guy, sometimes you're not. What goes into that decision, Seth?
This is pregame, depending on how I'm feeling. That's really what if I'm feeling the headband, I'll rock it. If I don't feel it, but I think next game we might rock it, so I don't know.
I was going to say, it's been a while. There's been no headband, but you've been on fire, so.
Yeah.
What do you yeah, okay.
I don't know. Switch it up. I don't know. We'll see.
Let's talk about this season. You have basically so far doubled your minutes playing time, doubled your point average. What are you feeling this year? I mean, you look like you're having fun. You look loose out there. What's the difference?
Difference is just a lot of work was put in this off season, and at the end of the day, I just want to help us win, really. So anything that I could do to help us do that, it's great, and anything after is a bonus.
You seem like you're having so much fun out there. I've seen you, and you drain these threes, and you kind of look at your teammates, and you're like, well, what is that? Are you always that humble? I mean, there's some guys that, like, kind of Eric Stevenson was the exact opposite. He drains it, and he's like, yeah, in your face, but you're like, oh, hey.
It's just, just always trying to stay even-keeled, not getting too high or too low. That's all it is.
You seem like you're a fan favorite, too. I feel like when Seth Wilson comes in, the fans are a little louder. Do you get that vibe? Do you hear that?
Yeah, I definitely hear it, and it's great because, it motivates me to go out there and play hard because I know everybody's kind of counting on me. So it's great to hear, honestly.
Every time that you have the ball and you're open, my husband's like, oh, if he's open, he's going to make it. I mean, confidence. I mean, you just feel like it looks like you're just really, kind of hitting on all cylinders out there.
It's just confidence and then just a lot of work, like I said, trusting in that. And then two, I can't lie, the coaches and the teammates, they give me the ball in the perfect position. So I can't do nothing else but, try to make the shots. So. Yeah,
against Oklahoma, you had a breakaway layup, and I was like, Seth, a layup? Like, that just doesn't seem normal. But that was good. No. How much do you practice that? How much do you practice those threes? Because I imagine you take a lot of pride in that because that's kind of what your niche is right now. That's kind of what people know you for.
Right. Just trying to get up as many of those as possible a day. And then, extra. That's it. Just trying to get as many reps as possible so that way I'm always ready.
Talk about your decision to come to West Virginia. Why did you want to be a Mountaineer?
I came here when I was sophomore and unofficial, and I just saw the way that the fans, loved the team, how much the support, was and everything like that. And then two, who doesn't want to play for a Hall of Fame coach? And also, too, just interacting with the guys and everything like that. It felt like a family atmosphere, and my parents, they were sold, so,
When you're like the dude on your high school team and in your town and in your state, and then you get to college and you're on a team full of a bunch of dudes, that has to be somewhat of an adjustment because you're kind of used to being like the guy. Well, now you're on a team full of a bunch of other guys. Right. What kind of adjustment is that for a high school athlete to the college level?
It's definitely an adjustment, because like you said, you go from the guy to being on a team with a bunch of guys, but at the same time, though, when you realize that you all got the common goal, which is trying to win, you kind of put your pride aside and just be ready to do anything that you need to do to get the win.
You came back, a lot of departures after last season. You came back with a bunch of other sophomores. You kind of all banded together. Talk about just kind of not jumping ship when that seemed to be the easy thing to do after last season when a lot of people did it.
We as a group, the freshmen, we all talked to Hugs, and he was like, you guys, you guys come back, and we're gonna make sure that you guys are kind of, that you're gonna make sure that you guys are taken care of, and that was the main thing. And I was like, I want to stay, I want to be here, I want to be in the program with all this love and support. I want to play for a Hall of Fame coach. I want to play with a great group of guys. So it was a no-brainer for me to stay.
Let's talk about personally. I know you lost your father in 2021. What was that like for you? And I know that he was a big presence in your community. He was a coach. He was very involved in youth sports.
Right.
As an 18-year-old to lose your father, what was that like for you?
It was definitely tough because that was my best friend. So it was definitely a tough thing, especially right before the season because, without him, I wouldn't even be at this point. So, it was rough, but at the end of the day, I'm here, and at every game I go out there, I just want to make sure that, I know he's looking down on me, and I, make him proud.
I would imagine your Mountaineer family really rallied behind you. I mean, here you are, a freshman coming in,
Right.
and this happens.
Yeah, the love and support that I got during that time was unreal, and that's also, too, how I knew I made the right decision.
Your family gets to come watch you a lot?
Yeah, they come. Yeah, my mom was just here this past weekend, it was great. We went to breakfast, it was great.
Nothing like moms coming in and taking
Nothing
their
like
kids
mom.
to
Nothing
breakfast,
like mom.
right?
Nothing like mom. I wish she could have cooked, but it was just as good. It was just as good.
Exactly. Let's talk about this whole world of NIL. I know that you've secured some of your own deals. What does that mean for a college athlete like you?
It means a lot, because typically, as a college student, you're eating ramen noodles, cereal all the time. So now I can afford to go to Burger King. It's nice.
Or when mom comes into town.
Right. Mom comes into town, I go to Burger King, I go to McDonald's, and, it just helps a little bit as far as that type of stuff goes.
Is it kind of fun, though, to know that those opportunities are out there and that you're going to get more opportunities?
Yeah, it's definitely, it pushes you to definitely put in more work and things like that so you can kind of see the fruits of your labor, for sure.
Yeah, because also, it's kind of how businesses are run, and you kind of get like this other perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're glad you're a Country Roads Trust athlete. So
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
absolutely. All right, well, Seth Wilson, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll look forward to more threes.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thanks.